Hey guys, GameBoy3800 here once again, back in Forza Horizon 5. Last time out, the Chevy 150 sedan proved to be a well-composed car, but ultimately just didn't have the top-end pace of the Oldsmobile Tornado at the hill climb rally stage. So, we're going to give another go to a Ryzen Customs vehicle. I am not sure which one we're going to use though. Could go for the Bel Air, I do like that car. Now the Impala. Oh, I have an idea. I think it's going to be the Impala this episode because without weight reduction, this is a land yacht. And if the Oldsmobile Tornado has taught us anything, it's that land yachts are good. So, it starts in C-Class, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm not sure how we're going to do for power. But put on the required tires. We get some pretty wide tires in the back, 315s. And thicken up the fronts just by one. And the great thing is, we don't have to do any weight reduction because we like having weight. I'm going to go ahead, add in the roll cage, put on the rally suspension. And do I want any brakes? I can get one stage for free. The gearbox is a bit of a question mark. If our gears are hot garbage, and it looks like they are, you know, that looks pretty good for the stock gearbox, so I'm going to hold on to that stock gearbox for now. As for power adders, I think we may stay naturally aspirated, but if the time comes, it looks like we are going to be going supercharger this time around. And engine swaps is not going to be a problem getting this to the top of the class, but we got the usual stuff, including the Monster Truck motor. This engine also just sounds amazing. We do get the 8.1 liter upgrade, same as the Buick, so that's very nice to see. And it looks like we could stay naturally aspirated for this vehicle. Although in the past, that hasn't been the greatest call. So I think we're actually going to go for the supercharger. Because we want to have some kind of force induction at that high altitude. Even if the game doesn't calculate that, it's just good to have to get the power down as soon as possible. And not have to worry about anything bogging down. So that's what we're going to do. 544 horsepower out of a 6.6 liter V8. Do wish I could have gone for that, but I don't think there's any way to lose some PI. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, there is. I am silly. I did not put on a rear wing at all. Or a front splitter. I will do that. And now, there we go. 8 liter power. And then everything else here is just kind of there. We can go for the race carburetor to make us even heavier. 570 horsepower and torque. That's without any revs. This is a pretty well balanced engine from standard. Very nice. You know, normally you'd get much higher torque from a big engine like this, but it's pretty even. And with the stock gearbox already being good for speed, it looks like we're going to be good. Don't have to waste PI or lose power by putting in that gearbox. We may have slow shift times, but I can deal with that. You know, if it's that much of an issue, I'll just go manual with clutch. That is our Impala Super Sport 409 ready to go. Jumping from a 409 to a 496. It's a 4-speed, but the gears do seem to be in a good spot, so that's actually really cool. I'm going to stiffen up the sway bars a bit because it's a bit of a land yacht. Not as stiff as with the olds, but still around there. Pretty soft rear suspension. I'm going to stiffen that up to about the same as the front. There we go. We're going to max out the aerodynamics because that does seem to be a good way to gain turn in. Even out the diff a little bit. And that is our Chevy Impala ready to go. Oh yeah, this car feels fairly planted actually. Just do that so that the game won't tell me I have a point to spend in the middle of the thing. And now we go up to the Caldera Scramble. This car is very big. It's not actually that heavy for its size, but because it's so big, it may actually help us with the wheelbase and wheel length. So the Tornado has been at the top for a bit. Can the Impala take it down? It'll be in another GM vehicle at the top, but that's fine. Comparing it to the current leader in the Oldsmobile, 4,600 pounds, 850 horsepower though, and we just don't have that. So 4,200 pounds, but 570 horsepower and torque out of a very balanced engine. How will this do? The important question is handling. It's so wide and so long. Normally that means stable, but for this course, you never know. First turn seemed okay. This car's size is a bit off-putting, because I can't really determine where the car is. There's so much overhang, you know? Look at that. But as long as I can figure out where the front is, that's all that we really need to know. I guess that's not true. We do need to make sure the back stays in check. First time through will never be fast because of all the rocks. It'll take a lap or two more to clear that all out. We are actually keeping pretty well with the olds. Yeah, this car's pretty good handling. It's a little bit leery at the edge of grip like that. But it's not anything like we've had with the Crown Vic or even the Mustang SVO, where after the edge of grip, it would legitimately just go straight on. This has a bit more control than that, a bit more composure, I should say. I do need to be on the brakes nice and early, though. But we turn in pretty good, look at that. We slide out a bit too much at the end, though, so that's not going to have helped us. Can I go flat out? No. If I try to go too fast, I do go straight on. Oh, and that didn't help either. One thing we could do with this car is really cheese the checkpoints because of how much overhang we got. I'm not sure that'll really gain us speed because, you know, there's walls everywhere here, almost blocking us from doing that. But it's an idea. Maybe in like a race you could do that. I should have changed down one more. God dang it. That's a better line through there. Had to get off just for a second to get the front end turned in. Same there. Maybe I should tap the handbrake to get the back to help turn. That actually did help out there. I'm going to try that for the last lap. There we go. Didn't slide out too much. We're closer. Yeah, the olds is just a bit too fast for us here. The Impala did good. It's pretty well composed. But it just doesn't have enough horsepower. We're 300 horsepower down on the olds, and that's just not enough to make up through sheer pace alone. That's going to be it for the Impala Super Sport. If you all enjoyed, you can leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks again, I'll see you all in the future.